We are in Oslo, or near Oslo in Norway, and we're going bridge hunting. So first we're going to look for a bridge at Lillestrom. Here it is, Lillestrom, and quite distinctive bridge with the two roundabouts at each end of it. A lot of bridges around here actually. There's rail bridges there, road bridges, but that should be easy enough to find out. And then we can head across to Oslo Harbour. Pretty much take us right across the harbour, this route, to another bridge. That's Sandvika, I think it is. Yep, Sandvika. And as it loads up, you'll see, yeah, it should be pretty distinctive. You've got double carriageway there, single there, and you've got 1, 2, 3, railway bridge, 4, 5, lots of bridges, but that one is nearest the water. So we're looking for this island here with another bridge, and yeah, it's a main road, shouldn't be too hard to spot. Then thirdly, a small bridge, but it's at the southeast end of this lake, so that should make it not too hard to spot. Let's go to the satellite imagery, which we got from our YouTube that I sent over earlier with, I think, Gary Francis Powers was the name of the wild, I think. Yeah, so you might be able to see the bridge very easily because it's short, but we'll be able to see the lake easy enough, and it's right at the bottom corner of the lake. So that's the theory anyway. See how we go. Bridge hunting. That one, it looks pretty good on satellite imagery. Pretty clear. Second one, I mean, if I get any of those bridges I'll be happy. And the third one on the lake. And on the way we'll enjoy the many wondrous sights of Oslo, and you can see Bush Talk Radio's been here already and found a lot of interesting things. So looking forward to it. Okay, let's see if we can find some bridges. Throttling up, 90%, 100% rev, we'll break off. $40 knots, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, rotate, gear up, flaps up. We've got a truck waiting across the runway, that's cool. I love the fact that he waited for us. Reminds me of Big 29 Fulcrum decades ago when those tanks were on the runway. Okay, they were on the taxiway, but anyway, my rudders failed and could have landed there safely after the tanks. Anyway, that's another story. Mike India Golf 1. Pushing 400 knots, we'll knock it back a little bit as we turn through east. So about heading 170 actually, almost south. Gorgeous countryside. And no rain, which they tell me is quite unusual for Norway, but yeah, maybe Danish people told me that. Bit of action on the road there. We can follow that road probably all the way to town, but very cool. Lots of forests too. Because isn't IKEA or no, I think that's Danish actually. Going to get in trouble with all the Nordic people from Norway. Concentrate. Now I've got to get onto track here on the left of track. Right, that's better. Turn left in a moment to intercept the track, which is wonderful having my moving map display. in the cockpit down here. You can't see it, but I can. Get back on the track and I'll get the GoPros activated. Let's go. Let's go to left wing. Nice. Left wing tip. Also nice. It's the morning, by the way. It is 7:26 a.m. is the right wing. Right wing tip. And look out for the huge hill coming up. Nice. So smooth this thing. So smooth. Okay, I see water coming up. Slow up so we can find this breach. It's good to have a goal. So, what did I say? It was, oh yeah, 2 roundabouts. That's right. Always look for something distinctive. Slowing right down, 250 knots. Should be off the right nose. Let's go to the right camera. It's going to be crossing this river here. I can see it, pretty sure. Yep. Oh my god. There it is. Take a picture. Got a picture. Just like the bought one. Amazing. Just an amazing simulator. Righto, we're now headed to Oslo. Oslo, as they probably say up here. But I've been to Norway, that sun is bright. We've been to Denmark. I mean IRL, that is. I've been everywhere it seems, almost everywhere now. We're playing a field there. Nice green grass. So nice here. Oh look, water. Shiny. So nice. Just taking a leisurely flight, maybe not that leisurely. Got down to 200. Bump it up a little. Okay, we can see some tall high rise coming up. Definitely. Awesome. Gotta fix that mirror. We'll get the guy in the front seat to do it. Fix those mirrors. Thank you. It's my Nordic, I don't know, Norwegian, that's it. Norwegian Air Force liaison in the front there. Okay, that's the word I was looking for. Now, let's fly right up and enjoy this glimpse of Oslo Harbour. Just looks awesome. Look at the buildings. Big rail yard there. Let's go to the right wing cam again. Awesome. Let's go right wing tip actually. Look at the city proper. Let's take a snap of that. So good. So nice. Now of course what I hope to do in round 2 of this trip is making a helicopter or something like that, or ultralight
and really take my time seeing all these great sites. And this is more of a Recon proof of concept tour, this first one. Now looking for a bridge, a couple of miles off the nose. All these islands as predicted. Looking awesome. That bridge. Swing left a little bit. Watch the speed. It's going to be in here somewhere. I think I can see where it's going to be. Yeah, up this river. Can't look at my map now, but I think it's, yeah, that's right. It was dual carriageway. Here we go. It's all coming back to me. There's a small bridge here to this island, and then it's these first two bridges right here. And dual carriageway and single one, that's what I think, and a bunch of other ones. Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Right turn. We're going to find that lake. Nice. And of course we'll have to come back here in the winter. Yeah, I reckon the lake will be interesting because everything will be kind of white. And it'll be quite a sight harder to pick out a lot of landmarks. Like, I mean, how are you going to pick out a playing field when it's just white, like a cornfield? Very hard to tell the difference. The road network here is just so well rendered, which is a thing of beauty. Now, I'm going to swing right a bit, because I'm a little bit north of target. I reckon this is the lake. We're looking for, yep, looking at this corner of the lake. Or fjord, whatever they call it up here. So right up, it's going to be tiny bridge. Right about here. Tiny. There it is. There it is. OMG. I'm getting better at this. I know, it couldn't be worse, but anyway, at least I'm having fun. Okay, let's terrorise the treetops on the way back to the airport. Oh, look, see the road cut through the forest there. That's a fire trail, we call them here. When I was in the Boy Scouts, we used to go hiking along them. Or sometimes 12 of us would pile into a mini moke, which is kind of a car, for those who don't know. Very small car with no doors or roof even. Couldn't do it these days. I've gone safety mad. That's gorgeous. Wow. Can't wait for somebody to turn this engine into recreation of the Cold War. Look, we've got see some airports out there. You can just see the runway lights, and I think a couple of aircraft too. What a great playground. Unbelievable. Waited 32 years for this thing. And it was worth the wait. OMG. Look at that. Unbelievable. Okay, I better call it tower. There's a tall tower too, look at it. I noticed that when I was taking the drone shots, the big tower. Channel 2. Channel 2. Channel 1. Channel 1. Channel 5. Channel 5.
Under Bowen Tower 007 is 1 mile southwest with Gulf to land. 007 Gardner Bowen Tower. Fly left downwind runway 19 right. Altimeter 29.9 wind 268 to tree.
Mike India Golf 1.
Left traffic runway 19 right 007.
Let's go with this.
007 cleared to land runway 19 right.
Which I
Wind
believe is
268 to tree.
right next to us. Mike India Golf 1.
Cleared to land runway 19 right 007.
I'm going to fly out to this lake before I do a 180 to land. Look at the light on the wingtip pods. No, actually there's scratches on my canopy. I'm seeing even better. Right. Look at that. It's probably very cold in there. That looks great. Okay, watch the speed. And go gear down. Hopefully. Gear down. Full flaps. Lined up pretty well. We can hear the gear. Gear. Got 3 greens. Sometimes everything goes your way. And you know what, 15 minutes, 49 seconds, which for me is super punctuality for these 15-minute flights. I'll probably go 2 minutes over by the time I land. And 141. So they're pretty. I appreciate the way they've cut some of those trees down there for us. And also I like the very bright landing lights. We've got 4 whites, means we're a bit high, but I actually like our height. 1200 feet, 1280 actually, 120 knots. I need a bit more juice before I get down there. 116, yeah, a little bit more power. Rest that sink rate. 110, don't want to get any slower. Got 1 red now. Good there. 108. Looking like going to be good. Supposed to be 110 at the threshold, we're 5 knots slow. I've got the power now. Land at 95, so sink rate's a bit high, flare, still in 87.5 knots, it was a bit slow actually. Anyway. We made it, it's the main thing. A massive airport. Not getting handed off to ground, or can't even hear the tower actually, so. Well, yeah, there he is. He's watching. He's watching.
007 contact ground on 121.605.
Mike India Golf 1.
Going to 121.605.007.
I like it when the plan works. Okie dokie, next time.